What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website this week. This is going to be episode 514 within my series. Without further ado, guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Adal's Hunter's Grove, coming in at 20.1 megabytes of a download, a new player home in the Rift, has its own map marker located between Riften and Fort Green Wall, down a vanilla dirt path. It's simply a home for a hunter, rustic but comfortable. The mod author took inspiration from the ESO Hunter's Grove player home to create their own version within Skyrim. This particular one is included with nav meshed, and expect the cave part, cooking pots, alchemy station, a double bed and a chopping block just outside with plenty of storage. This is definitely going to be a unique, cozy little home. A little bit of spoof to see why this is such a large download in comparison to other ones that we have covered on the channel, but overall it is a very nice player home. Abyssi NG Plus, aka New Game Plus, coming in at 306.4 kilobytes of a download. This mod is intended for new playthroughs as a new game plus Daedric Priest role-playing. It can be used on ongoing once upon the functions or factions regarding the NPC's edits, with new perks already picked and going ahead adding them again, making the skills legendary. This particular mod is pretty much anyone who is starting a new game and you are raising your sneak skill to 100 or any other skill and exploiting the Shadow Warrior perk and perks that will be raised within your skills, aka casting a visible spell instantly, raising illusion to level 100. Changes of this one are going to be respawn sales to 2 days, originally was 10, respawn cleared sales to 3 days, originally 30, and merchant's inventory to 1 day, originally was 2. Dragon spawn a 10% plus, and a QV smoke contains respawns too. Shouts, armor, gameplay, NPCs, werewolves, vampires, characters, spells, and much more, including perks, have been changed too. There's a lot of changes within this particular mod. Won't be reading too many of them, but I'll read a benefit from one of each that I've just explained. So for instance, armor is going to be the Archmage robes changed to light armor. Werewolves, including such things as health regeneration enabled, faster perks, which is going to be in conjunction with feeding. Vampires, there's going to be no sun damage, message will not show and have no effect, again with faster perks and increasing the vampire drains to a times of 15. Characters such as new male presets will be added, glowing eyes for other different races, and skin tones too. Spells such things as frenzy affects up to enemies to a level 999 for 3 minutes, and pretty much all loads of other different spells max to upon levels higher than they should be. Perks are going to be included within master spells such as master regeneration. You're going to have a 0% magic cost for restoration spells if you are going to be a master within them. Other things as well, alchemy, potions are going to be 100 times stronger if again you are a master within alchemy, regarding that you do have a legendary perk within that particular skill tree too. Loads of different things have been changed within this particular mod, so if you haven't had a little look and you want something new and a little bit exciting to practically change everything within the game and looking for a new game plus version, this is definitely going to be an interesting plugin to have. Dave's UFHD Mountains 2K, coming in at 24.8 megabytes of a download, a high definition retexture of the mountains using a 3D scans, which is going to be very interesting indeed. This is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com with full perms and permissions. A few of these have hit the Bethesda.net website. I'm only trying a few out to see and have a little look at what it's all about. This one does seem to be a two-tone effect within the mountain rock face. One is going to be a lighter and a slightly darker, other different facing to do with the textures too. Overall, this is very nice. Not going to be my absolute favorite out of the selection that this particular mod author has uploaded from the nexusmods.com, but we've got plenty of time to cover them throughout the week. Chainmail Armor 1K textures coming in at 12.4 megabytes of a download. This is the light version of the Chainmail Armor set and has been maximized for a 1K size textures only. The file size has been reduced from 33 to 12 megabytes. If you do have the space left though, I'd highly recommend you guys grabbing the original, as the textures on that one are going to be a 2K. But if you can bite the bullet and you want to save a load of space, grab this one. Personally, you do not know too much difference within the textures overall. Again, this is going to be a port from the nexusmods.com, and this adds a full set of chainmail armor plus a shield and a variety of helmet too. This is going to be in the style of the Cyrodiil from Oblivion for males and for females, and can be worn by all races, including beast races too. Craftable in the steel section, you will find this within the forge. It does require the advanced smithing perk to make, and you can upgrade this via the workbench. It's going to be classed as light armor, but for this one you do get the main chest piece itself, the boots, the gauntlets, a light steel helmet, and as I said before, a beautiful shield to accompany this particular one. To enable all gear, stats are going to be balanced throughout this one, so it's going to be pretty much lore friendly, and it's going to be traditional base with a chainmail in light steel in the crafting menus too. The Great Immersion Overhaul new and reworked, coming in at 998.6 kilobytes of a download. This is a gameplay overhaul aimed to create more of a balanced and immersive in-depth experience. Loads of updates have been occurred on this particular mod, but the newest update is that they've remade the mod from the ground up in order to fix bugs and improve several areas within the mod. It's a work in progress, so please do bear that in mind. But some things that have been changed within this mod are all weapons, armors and stats, racial stats and abilities, stamina, magicka and health, injury effects too, combat stats and settings with their effects, enemy stats and combat within the AI, jail effects, health, potion effects, Helgen adjustments, first dragon fights adjustment too, and also 6 in-game books and notes that act an immersive tutorial that can be found within Helgen throughout your new game travels. This one is very interesting indeed. The mod author is open to feedback as well, so if you do have any sort of issues or gripes about this particular mod, let them know within the comment section below to do with the Bethesda.no website. But this is great for anyone who is using it as a lore-friendly, immersive survival mode mod within their game. So guys, that's the end of this particular episode. This has been episode 514 within my series. Guys, if you did enjoy it, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me an awful lot. If you're new around here too and you haven't done thus so, click that subscribe button right next as well. There is going to be a bell icon. If you click that in some way, shape or form, not too sure how it works for YouTube, you will get a notification in some way every single time I post a video to the channel. But guys, until the next one, Killerkev here, and a Killerkev out.